Seahawks fans, welcome to another news roundup here on the channel, bringing you more updates about our team. You're all very welcome to this quick, updated, and straight-to-the-point news segment. It's Charles here talking to you. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to stay fully informed on everything happening with the Seattle Seahawks and help support the channel with a like. Your likes really help me out and motivate me to keep this humble work going on YouTube. Let's get started, fans. Here's the deal. In Sunday's game, we lost two key players, cornerback Tariq Woolen and outside linebacker Derick Hall. Woolen hurt his ankle, and Hall has a foot injury. That's a tough loss, right? Now imagine the situation. We've only got 3 days between games. It's such a short time to recover from any injury. And guess what? On Monday's estimated practice report, both Hall and Woolen were listed as non-participants. That's not good news at all, folks. But wait, there's more. Remember Uchenna Nwosu, our outside linebacker? Well, he's officially out for Thursday's game. The guy missed the first 4 games of the season due to a knee injury. He came back on Sunday, but after only 20 snaps, he injured his thigh. Talk about bad luck, right? And it doesn't stop there. Rookie defensive tackle Byron Murphy, who has been a pleasant surprise early this season, is also listed as a non-participant in practice due to a hamstring issue. That's potentially another blow to our defense. Let's be honest, this is a worrying situation. We're talking about 4 key defensive players possibly missing a crucial game against the 49ers. And you all know how dangerous the 49ers offense can be, right? So, what does this mean for our team? Well, first, it's going to demand a lot from our depth. The backup players will need to step up and prove what they're capable of. It's that classic story. One player's loss is another player's opportunity to shine. For our secondary, Woolen's possible absence is a major hit. He's one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and facing the 49ers receivers without him won't be easy. Who do you think can step up in his place? On the defensive line and with the linebackers, losing Hall, Nwosu, and possibly Murphy means we'll need extra effort to pressure the quarterback and stop the 49ers' run game. It's not going to be easy, but hey, this is what we train for, right? Seahawks Nation, how do you see this situation? Who are the players you think could surprise us and step up in this game? Now, continuing with the updates, let's start with what happened in our game against the Giants. Picture this. There were 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter. The Giants had a 4th down and goal at the Seahawks' 1-yard line. The tension was real. Giants quarterback Daniel Jones hands the ball off to running back Eric Gray. Everyone's thinking, here comes the touchdown. But then, folks, something magical happens. As Gray tries to break through our defense, bam! The ball slips out of his hands. And who was right there in the perfect spot at the perfect time? None other than our safety, Rayshawn Jenkins. Not only does he recover the fumble, but he takes off like a rocket. Picture this. Jenkins ran 102 yards. Yes, 102 across the field, leaving everyone in the dust, and scores an unbelievable touchdown. Do you realize what this means? According to Michael David Smith from Pro Football Talk, this was the 3rd longest fumble return touchdown in NFL history. Jaw-dropping, right? But wait, the story doesn't end there. While we were celebrating this amazing play in Seattle, across the country in Denver, another historic play was happening. In the Broncos versus Raiders game, quarterback Gardner Minshew attempts a goal line pass. But who steps up? Broncos cornerback Patrick Surtain. The guy intercepts the ball and, believe it or not, does exactly what Jenkins did. Runs the entire field and scores a touchdown. It's unbelievable, folks. 2 almost identical plays happening just minutes apart in different games. That's the kind of thing you only see once in a lifetime. Unfortunately, not everything was roses for our Seahawks. Despite Jenkins' incredible play, we ended up losing to the Giants, 29-20. It was our 2nd straight loss, dropping our record to 3-2. Meanwhile, the Broncos, riding Surtain's momentum, managed to turn their game around against the Raiders. They went from trailing 10-0 to winning 34-18, securing their 3rd consecutive victory. To wrap things up for today's updates, let's talk about our Pro Bowl cornerback, Rick Woolen. He was limited due to an ankle injury and eventually had to leave the game for good. So who steps in? Nehemiah Pritchett, a guy who, up until then, had only played 7 defensive snaps all season. Imagine the pressure. At first, it was nerve-wracking. Pritchett was a step behind wide receiver Darius Slayton on a play that could have been a Giants touchdown. But hold on, the story's not over. Pritchett himself said after the game that his main goal was not to let the standard drop when replacing Woolen. And man, did he deliver. Let's fast forward to the most crucial moment of the game. There were 1:55 left, and the Giants were up by 3 points. It was 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Giants QB Daniel Jones throws the ball to Slayton again. And who's there to break up the pass? Nehemiah Pritchett. This play was huge and forced the Giants to kick, giving the Seahawks one last chance. Sadly, we couldn't capitalize. The field goal by Jason Myers was blocked. But that doesn't take away from Pritchett's crucial play. It was the only pass breakup credited to a Seahawks defender that day. Here are the numbers. Pritchett played 13 snaps in total, 18% of the defensive snaps. Of those, 10 were in coverage. He made 1 tackle, along with that pass breakup I just mentioned. He allowed 2 receptions on 4 targets for a total of 22 yards. That's a passer rating of 66.7 allowed. Not perfect, but for a rookie stepping in mid-game, that's impressive. We've got a big challenge ahead. We've got a game on Thursday against the 49ers. It's a short week to fix the defensive issues we had against the Giants. And more importantly, if Woolen can't play, Pritchett might start. Just to give you an idea, besides Woolen, we only have Devin Witherspoon, Trey Brown, D. Williams, and Pritchett as cornerbacks on the current roster. And speaking of Trey Brown, he had one of the worst games of his career against the Giants, allowing 5 receptions on 6 targets, 93 yards, and a touchdown. So, depending on how Pritchett performs in this short week of practice and the status of our other injured players, he could be making his first career start this Thursday. And it's a critical game for us. Is Pritchett ready to handle that responsibility? How do you see our defense holding up against the 49ers' powerful offense? Tell us your thoughts in the comments section below. All right, Hawks fans, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's super important. Thanks for everything, and go Seahawks!